What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Shoulder day. Training my man Andrew and Josh. Now, Andrew, he works at Dr. Stu's. Andrew's a pretty smart individual when it comes to training, which is why this was such a good time to do this. Now, you guys have seen my training ever since even before my show, I've always liked starting out with pre-exhaustion techniques, which basically means that when I go to my compound movements like bench press, squat, deadlift, I don't have to do as much weight to overload the muscle. So today we decided to do these two machines. One, because they're right next to each other. Two, because they're the only shoulder machines in there. And that's shoulder press with lateral raises. Now we did 10 sets of 20 of each of them. You saw me there, I did the whole stack. Now Andrew competes in physique, but we're not going to hold that against him. Andrew is also a street warrior, good dude, training at Ironclad, my home gym. By the way, January 16th at Ironclad, we'll be holding an event. Be sure to check out my Instagram for more information. Starts at 11, I believe, ends at like 2. We're going to lift, we're going to train, we're going to friggin' eat, we're going to mix up shakes. It's going to be one epic time. As you can see, Josh is wearing his very, very G-rated shirt there. Don't be a pussy. I would never, ever wear that in public. Anyway, things have been going absolutely amazing here. I had an article hit in Entrepreneur Magazine again. I'm going to link that down below, man. What an honor to even have my name associated with a publication that I read myself. It's like when I first had my photo shoot in Men's Fitness, I was like, holy crap. I'm in Men's Fitness Magazine. But Entrepreneur Magazine, it has nothing to do with being a meathead. It has to do with being smart and doing something right in business. Even though it's about my YouTube channel, which you're watching right now, to be profiled as someone who does something really cool, that's just awesome. Now, usually I like to hit a rear delt movement. One is to give my front and side and middle delts a little bit of rest after the onslaught we just put them through with that monster 400 rep combination we had going on there. So we're rocking that, man. Christmas is coming up. Got the new apple pie, American apple pie, flavored MTS way. We got the Freedom Stack, which is American pie flavored MTS, American apple pie flavored MTS way, alongside America flavor amino tone. And then we also have more flavors coming out, okay? January 30th, we have a new flavor coming out. February 30th, we have a new flavor coming out. March 30th, April 30th, and May 30th, new flavors slated to come out, already approved, already awesome, and you are going to absolutely love them. We are completely changing the protein game, and that's just so exciting to be a part of. Ruckus sales are through the roof. Look at that face. Look at that intensity. Look at that mojo. So as you guys notice, I am really taking on this OCR thing. I've been training hard. I've been doing over an hour of cardio type events a day, except on days when I do only hill sprints, where I'll just do 30 minutes of hill sprints with my daughter. And man, we are getting in such great shape, and my resting heart rate's down in the 40s, which is just amazing. I actually got an iPhone watch, or the Apple Watch, and I'm able to measure that throughout the day, which is absolutely fun for me just to know where I'm at. But everything's just kind of rocking. Training's been at an all-time, I'm actually enjoying it again, And throwing that variable, the OCR, into my program has made it so, you know what? I'm interested in bettering myself again at something different. And for me, that's just really exciting. And I'm really loving it. Now, what I've done for my diet, guys, is most of my carbs come in around training, but my main issue is being able to eat enough food. So the two essential things in your diet are protein and fats. There's essential amino acids. There's essential fatty acids. There's no essential carbohydrate. So what I'll do usually for breakfast, I'll have about 30 to 60 grams of carbs in the form of Ezekiel bread or something like that. And then pre-workout, I'll have 25 grams of carb 10 mixed with 25 grams of machine iso. Intra-workout, I'll have machine fuel mixed with 25 grams of carb 10. Post-workout, I have the same as pre-workout, 25 grams of carb 10 with 25 grams of machine iso. Then I will usually have one more carb-containing meal. Then throughout the day, I usually go with my sludge has blueberries or a banana in it. So I'll have carbs, but I'm not going to be downing them. It's usually 20 to 30 grams a meal. But I'm also throwing in almonds for caloric dense calories, a lot of peanut butter, have MTS whey, of course, a lot of salmon, things like that. So my essential fats are high and I feel really good. My joints are doing really well. And the thing is, I'm still getting probably 200 to 300 grams of carbs, but my fat went from about probably 80 to 100 up to about, probably 200 to 210. And I'm still getting the calories. Again, like, you don't have to be a certain ratio of protein, carbs, and fat. Get essential fats, get essential proteins, and fill in the rest with carbs. But if you want to fill some of that in with essential fats, by all means, go ahead. Here we went really light. We just did 95 pounds, but look at that ultra strict form. Pressing it up, holding it. Pressing it up, holding it. Think about overhead shoulder press. It works everything from the shoulders to the core to your triceps. You have to stabilize. It's such a good overall full body movement that is just really fun to do. And I like throwing it in at the end so I can really exhaust myself and really make sure that I get the whole body involved. Here's Andrew again. His form's absolutely on point. Josh comes in and his form's on point. And it's been great. But I'll tell you what, that Battle Frog Los Angeles, that's turning out to be a hell of an event. Got my girl Brooke coming to do it. You can follow her on Instagram. It's Brooke, Brooke Van, Vanparis, Brooke Van Paris, as they say in Francois. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I took Spanish as my elective, not French. I figure if anything, I don't have an issue like having to work with people who speak French. Like when I worked in gyms, I spoke in LA, I spoke to people who spoke Spanish. So I'm like, I don't need to learn this French. Snatch grip deadlift, basically a wider grip. If you notice, I'm not using straps really at all. Because for the obstacle course racing, you have to have a really strong grip. So I've been really just hooking up with getting my grip in full force. So I can be able to hold my fat ass on an obstacle course and climb over monkey bars and all that. So that's been really fun. But I'm telling you what, I'm bonding with Cammie and Thomas because they're doing these obstacle course training things with me. And I'll tell you what, man, her endurance for soccer is absolutely ridiculous now. I mean, she runs a 5K in probably under 23 minutes at 9 years old. I mean, that's absolutely ridiculous. It's time for me to bond with my family, bond with my kids, and just have a great time doing it. All right, here we go. This is finishing off with some front delts. Guys, I appreciate you watching. One thing you don't see is I do train a lot of core, but I don't always film it because we all do it together. There's no one to hold the camera. So, I believe we did some hanging leg raises here, some planks, things like that, guys. Don't neglect your core. Of course, deadlifts work your core, wall-facing deadlifts, goblet squats, all great core movements. Do not neglect your core because your core is essential for everything in life, for standing up, for sitting down, for jerking off. You need to have your core in check. Anyway, guys, here's Josh. Thanks for watching. Check out the apple pie, American apple pie MTS whey because having the best damn whey on the market. That's not a game.